For Katakyire Afrifa Abamonten or the warm-up blasting pan or their call Ediama Gabby and our friends Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now something na say Gabby watching and Addo I see show more Gabby watching and Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Wafasi my pa and yan cry or Sean Wanka so Munyoma Bakumi no Bibia or more yan and I have me for months and someone would do I Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Beja piece to back no idea aha Katakyire Afrifa enu to wait to the blast kasepa na chese ode akọ ede amasafo nyina na busa for message of baka money akọ video no ade
wabajibi ye be use ground to target ye be use air to surface intercontinental ballistic ye be use shotgun. You see Akufo-Addo is behaving like as a that the bibia ni tirim ya na de was Ghana for sika no asaba that mame more wonya papa to widening the tax net. Widening tax net is equal to $2 says sika da me mobile money, so which is a mobile wallet. Nasa me fanya adwuma nya so mfa so aka me hu ye adwuma na aye na wunya so mfa so na aban atew anasa wo ye bibi no wa anye ne ye against the loss of the country na aban atew anasa wo kra nioma free ba bia ba nasa wo di uramu a importation taxes na aban atew. In this case misika na eda ho aban ate ne de free sabio ye di twa mekanimu on source deda wagimi income tax abanya jeme me property tax owi a wasaka kyerem se usika ne da ho na se wo fanya hwe na se wo mu obi bia to aduane adia se wo ko mu obi bia to aduane adi meanwhile enkola ne mrewa ne nkokora na wo UK na yetua income tax, property tax, state tax, county tax, city tax, federal tax, ad valorem tax, ene car tax sa mrewa ne nkokora na ban no na hwe wo mo Gabby wo ma wo mu UK no a wa aborofo die wo mu ne abibifo die wo mu okura na Africa na akọ ye unya aban ma ne hwe o ma ne bi ma wo etu tua tax we nyina onim say at the end you will benefit enya oya me hu so atwora na me jire ne wo honam say Gabby o che da kutie ha aha na nyansa wo komshani Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam o si ikra parkenkan one parkenkan asa ankrofo we ya wo mo hihye socks colored ene suit wo mahunu ada bia ikra komshani sase eba ni nyansa ni nimdi a efri ha kosi China kra ikra ko nante ko China ne ko penimdi wan ko penim dia sa ankrofo e ba be hwehwa ana UK me kwa nam se wo wie ye Gabby oche da akode so obviously no government wo kabrofo bebre na we du omachi truth is no one likes to pay taxes. We all care that our taxes are used properly. We must demand greater transparency and government must be happy to throw more light. But no one can also say that our taxes are not being put to work. They worked for us when COVID-19, when we faced COVID-19 in 2020. They worked for us when over 21 billion cedis was used to protect funds of millions of depositors in helping and rebuilding the financial sector. Gabby watch it ako sam kola argument we. O ya mu bi ni ebupa ya dwen sa o ye deep thinker. COVID-19 ba esika do se bosia sen na mo moye. Ya nye taxes na mo de ehwe. COVID-19 ba ya bosia mo kobro egu nchirima ho na mo de yes COVID-19 ebe che nuane edigu park mu ana egu ka so ana nkrofo atwa ho ahia mutugu o mapempem ye bosia na mo kobo anya taxes. So stop this infantile argument. Hey I'm from it. Gabby Ocheda ko pese ye infantile argument say the taxes we have paid has worked because 21 billion cedis na Bible na adwene mu da ho a obe use 21 billion cedis ediagu banks ewa bela sa 21 billion na akobetumi dia hye bank ni save enkrofo esika at the same time I make sure say bank no enkrofo ayi adwuma lusu o adwuma. So we say infantile argument we what is this? I see they work for us when our children don't pay fees in public schools from kindergarten through to university where loans are now given without guarantor. Indeed, I believe Ghana is the only country where majority of secondary students are boarders and don't also pay for that privilege. Our taxes work for us by keeping us safe with more money spent on security than What can we I'm call when I'm say hey Gabby me kanchiro team am kanchiro. The obvious truth is that there is no government in this country from Kwame Nkrumah jeje ayi Kwame Nkrumah penso besinde from eye Don Diago di Azambuja penso besinde a wa bobosia pa so che Akufo-Addo aban etutimi COVID-19 anya odai wo brobosia 240 billion egu wonchirima also momra metua we expect that you will do more hey tie na me kwachara say nam kache said no government has appointed more friends and family than this government ever Gabby Ocheda ko kan krenchero tie na me chere Gabby Ocheda ko said no government has appointed his family member as the finance minister, and the finance minister no financial institution as a financial institution no omo na financial advisors to Ghana government na ye kobo busia omo say the percentage so omo advise on the busia, and for that matter they benefit from loans wey Sir John Mahama na ni finance minister no financial institution wodi sansem hunu ni mo asem ya akiyebeka ni esuro se ye Akufo-Addo eti asantefo ne achemfo ne akamfo amokrom ya che ha na nyansa wo mutia munya rough ade adwoma ama ye kan ye enye no Akufo-Addo cannot come and all of a sudden everybody is quiet se Akufo-Addo joma ama nua ana na ye finance minister and the only financial institution ye kobobosi no na advise government enya no eyesa bio ne cut efrimu akakuro we it will burn down to ashes. No government has sat down for state institutions, state-owned enterprises. Say in the space of 4 years, yelusu sikapa. And never be a argument in regional state-owned enterprises. Gabby the end of the preparaquem. Hey, Gabby the end of the preparaquem. No government has sat down for the country to lose 33.8 billion in 4 years to financial irregularities. So Gabby, your argument is flawed. So you see, no government has given ECG to the family and friends for 6 months. Our di Ghana Fosika they cannot account for. So me kabibia wallahi talai. Me see 11 yentriane ne yentriane chana. If it's a Akufo-Addo aban ye reckless. Now according to a finance minister, state-owned enterprises, your state-owned enterprises are from Kwame Nkrumah Penso, Pualugu tomato factory, Pualugu Diandia Meta, who's your idea? Winim sa company no? Steel factory, wine type, Monset type factory, and the fine he kosi, Jeje Rollins ba yesu oba be liberty, oba ye no tonfa, including in Sawam Canary, Edema ne yere. Ani ye nina mwa Kufuor so ba ye me ankasa papa Kufuor ono so ba ye ano de papa Kwasi Ndum eto ano papa Kwasi Ndum eto ano eja wo ye say papa Kwasi Ndum no wonder say na MPP for pon mfim ni mfim bebom wo ba ba ye diversity check committee eno so ye twe eyi second two mu state owned enterprises ye two mu etim ye ton ni nyina ma ye ho. Eko bisa se die tin matro am se eye adwuma eboka abonsamfo ne abaifo eye aban de eboka enso moto ma mo ho na asha se make profit mo the state capture mo capture state ana mo de nyafu. Now according to finance minister eye the state owned enterprises make a loss of 5.3 billion in 2020 fiscal year. Meanwhile Akufo-Addo so pay 6 billion. Such a reckless leader. Akufo-Addo behave says that bis na omkotena abrochira na papa no masese sika e de akomo mu abrochire omudi yanom to daddy nso mammo daddy mammo Akufo-Addo tie ha na nyansa oba obi tie ha na nyansa wo daddy mammo ye mammo ne ye mammo chena. Such reckless leaders are misbehave anyhow. 5.3 billion Ghana cedi loss in 2020 alone. Now mami run through state-owned enterprises, said GNPC, said TOR, ECG, Ghana do say, there were 126 state-owned enterprises with a year valued assets of 110 billion. Now Ghana buy the 110 billion Ghana cedi. Anna a year you can say state enterprises 126. Out of 126, over 110 billion a year valued asset. And Chirase Nirane say Ghana Tamska 110 billion. And yet the year companies Maku Miensa in asset of 110 billion. na nyansani bia no se watam 110 billion na so de kobie companies ya 126 a afi bia no ne target ne so open fa so anamboa that's one yes sir so open fa so only financial analyst focus on beka kire say wo bie company bia no a your target is that every year plus or minus you should be looking at 25% a year value returns. If you break in the first 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, the 5th year is when you begin to make profit. And for that matter, as a Ghana, you invest 110 billion in asset of a year GMPC, a year you can say Tama oil refinery, a year TOR, a year ECG, any state-owned enterprises in India. And in expectation, we should be having more than 50 billion every year. Yanya charitable. Yede sa state-owned enterprises 120 amekufado se on manage. Tienye. Mamenkofa John Mahama die. Na yensha John Mahama oye very incompetent leader. John Mahama no oye very corrupt no. In 2015, yedi the same company si share John Mahama nsa. John Mahama tna wa magana boka 94 million Ghana cedi. Tienye. John Mahama was very incompetent. John Mahama was inept to a goofa. The incompetent John Dramani Mama's captain. The inept to hey, Ana Nyansa wa ope brofo kadodo. Wonim hu, wane Bawumia nyina Dr. Achambi, wamunim hu. Wamunim hu. Akufado ni Dr. Achambi, wamunim hu Dr. Achambi. Medical kacho se Achambi, wabado mame afuo, wado ni hem mame mana sa se so nkonkodo bi obekọ no aboro no dem otimi no. Sa na Dr. Bawumia te. Uja no so nkasa when the fundamentals are weak. Hey, wabua, wonim wakan no abeka kire. Now Yadisha John Dramani Mamansa in 2015 Ghana boka 94 million. State-owned enterprises, 126. Ghana boka 94 million. Hey, John Mahama de wabon. In 2016 election year, state-owned enterprises in Ghana boka 455 million. Ni say John we de wabon toto. Enti John Mahama sorry. John sorry na ko. Ni emfa Akufo-Addo awa ben emra. Akufo-Addo awa tena say 40 something years awa pe president yedie. Dr. Bawumia ni economy hyehyɛ. Ni say bra. Aso ma seda Akufo-Addo ne Joma Dr. Bawumia be show mu 2017 Joma de 94 and 455 what time the 2017 can what you do 129 million yes eh ayo e cha Joma 2016 nti ye be fa ne sa say Joma de na 2015 24 ana call 445 na Akufo-Addo de ye call 129 there and we hope say beba from tia after ya wa na Akufo-Addo asafa 2018 no increasing by 60 million K from 129 million to 189 million Akufo-Addo ebia na wo tutu nioma Akufo-Addo tia beba from after ya sa to ya hwe 2019 K 586 million na say akwa we wo bodamana ana nyansa wo ikra tie Akufo-Addo cannot rule this country. Akufo-Addo is not a good leader. Dr. Bawumia is not a good leader, and I'm giving you reasons. What time free 2017 129 yankahe no they call 189 yankahe no they call 586 million in debt yankahe and wo hwe yedi no hu say Ghana for the Jimmy okeka ya num hwe in 2020 fiscal year beka fiscal ayi omama school beka fiscal year fiscal ayas out of Ghana fiscal mama akusha beka fiscal eti fiscal year no yaka fiscal year just ye year ni bia no a wow financial statement wa make what the beba yes atna ho Akufo-Addo afa wo hwe din Ghana for nkwasiafo munim nyansa 580 million debt no a losses no a state-owned enterprises na ye no eno kwam de achemo eti 2020 election year afa me de mo free 586 million yatwam 686 million yatwam 786 million yatwam 886 million yatwam 986 million yatwam 1 billion yatwam 1.5 billion yɛtwa mu 2 billion, yɛtwa mu 2.5 billion, yɛtwa mu 3 billion, yɛtwa mu 3.5 billion, yɛtwa mu 4 billion, yɛtwa mu 4.5 billion, yɛtwa mu 5 billion, yɛtwa mu 5.2 to 5.3 billion. Such a reckless leader. Ɔto also pesika more. Naga bi ɔkyerɛ da akɔne ne nkɔfo choro nsɛm hunu sɛ in UK state-owned enterprises bɛn ɛtena hɔ ɛmeyɛ bɔka in 1 year, just 1 year, 5.3 billion, and say I still want more. Open more. Said they na ati lego na papa sisa Ghana fo sika ede bra na odi wi ana uchi BMW akese na o hye dem o hwe Tottenham Hotspurs na wi hey ana mo do condition mi chinu rough ate what's up calm that's why condition mi chinu rough we so that 24 year 5216 Akufo-Addo tiwo di nsem hunu wa say Ghana fo sika 126 in worth of 110 billion. Na say wa say sika no say eye Ghana wo de oye reckless kra no every year Akufo-Addo betimi ama state institutions, state-owned enterprises ama 11 billion. Sa 11 billion we can't even get it. Na de ye bufu omu kra no say sa state-owned enterprises
Ebusiafo wey one map blast kasiapa free Katakyire free far to the president of Ghana and Addo Akufo-Addo na afenso no wo fa se ne nchocho mucho e na owie ye so de bi ekọ edema Dr. Bawumia sanan samfo na ne obedina simple so be kan so obo de abroche baba Ghana ni na ne eche se nsam awodo a ahye Katakyire free far mesese no o de blast kasiapa akọ ede amomo message so do comment about comment section or like we nso na wa share mo bi front so enye bi ahye